Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you could see it and you could purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. Today we're discussing the Breitling Transocean Boutique Limited Edition, a half-hunter caseback, stainless steel and 43mm, made in 2,000 pieces back in the year 2014. This was a boutique exclusive with special styling cues designed to evoke 1950s Breitling chronographs, and the timepiece is actually wearable for a Schneider-era Breitling timepiece. I have to say this 43 wears quite well on my 16cm circumference wrist. Oh, it's got a big wingspan, as every Breitling did from that era, but you can also see that it's reasonably 16.1mm thick, but it sinks into the wrist as there's a domed hunter caseback that essentially plunges down, rendering the watch about 14mm thick on the wrist. 43mm in diameter, it's substantial. As I mentioned, that wingspan, 55.2mm across the wrist, but unlike many other Breitling watches, you can see the curvature of the lug shape. It really does arc around the wrist. The shape here matters as much as the bare measurement. The spacing between the lugs, for those who are crazy enough to discard the Ocean Classic bracelet, well, it's 22mm, but trust me, this is Breitling's most impressive bracelet. Designed with a straight bar profile that itself evokes the 1950s and 60s watch band design, it features a link set that is more like supple lace than a band of metal, as the flexibility is exquisite, the many individual links creating immense articulation over every square millimeter. There is no stiffness built into this band. It also ventilates quite well despite being almost seamless when viewed from any angle. Now you can see it's fairly conventional to size, as what appears to be impenetrable and set is actually a conventional removable link bracelet with removable links fixed by screws. There is a single fold deploying clasp. We'll back up a little bit. You can see it's all of high polish inside, and you close that down and then you lock it in place with a clamshell. Internally there are several divots drilled so you can change the anchoring point of the bracelet to fine-tune the size with a strap tool, but you can see just how many individual removable links there are on both sides. You are gonna find the right size. This is probably the most sizable Breitling bracelet. Jump into the case, you can see that it's simple but strong, with the lugs broken out from the case band to create a little bit of extra definition and break up what would otherwise be a monotonous and massive case profile. IWC, take note, individual numbering, meaning the engraving of each case makes each case unique. The bezel is rather shallow and conical. As you can see, the watch is mostly dial when viewed from the dial side. There is a very light ivory coloration to the hour track. Underneath the applique gold-plated indices, you can see that that ivory track contrasts nicely with a warm off-white silver satin dial base with a twin register layout. This version of the Breitling B01 movement has a twin register layout designed to evoke the 1940s and the 1950s. You'll also appreciate the vintage-inspired crosshair profile at the center of the dial, the tachymeter on the dial rather than on the bezel, another vintage-inspired cue, and finally, you can see the long distance hash marks at 3 minutes, 6 minutes, and 9 minutes on the minute sub-register, because back during the time being referenced, long-distance phone calls were billed in 3-minute increments, and they were costly. Roll it all over and you see something uncommon on Breitling watches. After the pocket watch era, and almost unheard of during the Schneider era, it is a hunter caseback. That's right, you have a hinged caseback cover to the Breitling B01 movement. Now you can see it is a column wheel chronograph with a visible column wheel, automatic winding, 3-day power reserve, 28,800 vibration per hour beat rate, 41 joules. It is not just a vertical clutch chronograph, it is a column wheel and vertical clutch chronograph both, with the column wheel making it crisp to actuate, the feel and the sound. Have a listen. The B01 caliber is one of the most positive feeling chronograph actuators on the market, along with the standard Zenith El Primero caliber 400, the Rolex Daytona's caliber 4130, and the Longa caliber L951 in the datograph. This is one of the best column wheel feels you'll encounter. Now the watch does feature 100-meter water resistance, as well as the refinements of stop seconds, and a quick set date, so you can rapidly cycle the date should the watch run down or encounter an irregular length month. The timepiece is adjusted in 5 positions, and as a certified COSC chronometer, it is very precise. Plenty of Loom, water resistant, a pilot-inspired watch. Nevertheless, it is not strictly an aviation timepiece. A wonderful blend of Breitling's past and present. It's a timepiece that offers versatility, provided you have a wrist of 15 centimeters circumference or larger. See this Breitling Transocean Boutique Edition and make it yours on the watch box. Breitling Transocean Boutique Edition by night, plenty of Loom.